What it is, Daniacs? You knew it was coming. Story time. Story time, y'all. Gather around. I will teach you guys how to fire your boss, and it's fine. You know, if it ain't working out, it ain't working out. But so I fired another boss today. I was working for this company for 2 days, and the 2 days were fine. I did great. We were doing great. We did this roof, putting the metal on. First, we stripped all the shingles off, cleaned it up, put the metal roof on, and that took us 2 days. Crew of 3 to 4 most of the time. I think it was pretty much 4 most of the time. And they didn't down talk me at all. They smoked a bunch of blunts with me. We smoked weeds, and but this morning I just had a fucking feeling, man. And sometimes I get this feeling. I'm like, man, I hope it's gonna be a good day at work. But I just got this fucking feeling, man. And not so I pull in, and right off the bat, I was they were throwing shade at me, talking down to me, right off the fucking bat. There's the dude that owns the company pretty much. He's got one of his sons there helping him. His other son is running around. That pretty much runs most of the company and does a lot of stuff on the business side and runs around a lot. But he's the one. He's the puppet master here, pulling all the strings. And he just starts talking down to me. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. Just right off the bat, first thing in the morning, he's like, "You see these things right here? I picked them up, and you were supposed to pick it up already." And we're just right off the bat, first thing in the morning. I'm like, all right, and just it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And right off the bat, I was like, yo, dude, I'm sorry, I'm a couple minutes late, because I was a couple minutes late. I was like, I had to stop by and take a shit out of store. There's nowhere to go to the bathroom over here, so kind of something I had to take care of. But he was giving me shade. He didn't even acknowledge I said that to him. He went right into the fucking bullshit with, I had to pick a couple things up behind you, and I'm like, oh, I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, whatever, dude. And I'm walking around looking for something to do or someone to give me something to do because, like, gears have totally shifted. They got some other stuff, carpentry wise, to do, and I was raised up doing concrete and masonry, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but carpentry was not part of that. So I'm green on the carpentry side. I was waiting for someone to give me something to do. So the old man turns to me. He's like, "Why are you still standing there?" I was like, "Did I miss the part where you gave me something to do?" He's like, "I told you to go over there and pick up over there where you missed." And I was like, "As a matter of fact, that's not what you said. You didn't tell me anything to do." And uh, honestly, I wish I was more rude to him. I really do. But I was like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm not going to be talked down to like that, and I would like to let you know that you're fired as my boss, and I'm about to go hire me another one. Thank you." And I drove out. I wish I was a little bit more rude to him than that, just because of how, that's how he was coming off. He was coming off sideways as fuck at me. And I got a saying is, if you come at me sideways, you're gonna get came on sideways. If you come at me straight, you'll get came on straight. So I pretty much match the energy a motherfucker brings at me. Um, and I should have been more rude, but at least I was a little bit more on the professional side this time. Now this ain't the first boss I fired. It won't be the last. Uh, you know. So I'm trying to point out here that these people that, because I've been working for myself for a year now, dude. I just took this job because I don't got no bids popping off. I got some submitted right now, but none accepted or due date or anything. And I was just trying to fill some time between I can get my own shit going. And for this very fucking reason right here, motherfuckers think that they have a right to talk down to you just because they're paying you money. For a service you provided. And it's all about how you talk to someone. Anyone that's ever worked for me or with me, I talk to them very well. And I pay them better than what they deserve, very well, which is very well. But and I'll tell them, because when I'm working on concrete or block, but especially concrete, when I'm working on concrete, dude, I am cussing at that concrete like a dirty little sailor slut the whole time. And I had this one scrawny little dude helping me, and we had a wheelbarrow this whole fucking job. It was a big old pad. It was all on a grade, though it wasn't flat. And I was sitting there cussing the fuck out of the concrete, and he thought I was talking to him for a second. He's like, what'd you say to me, man? I'm like, bro, I'm talking to this fucking concrete right here, actually, homie. Okay, me and it got some things going on right now. So if you ain't ever been there, then you don't know. But concrete's on a timer, bro. Concrete is on a timer. And that particular job right there, I paid that dude really good on it, even though he dropped a couple wheelbarrows, but he didn't give up. You know, he was a little scrawny dude. He could barely wheelbarrow the damn concrete. I should have had another helper on that one because I had to start helping him a lot more with wheeling the concrete because the concrete guy starts to get real impatient when he's sitting there for a while. And yeah, so anyway, I almost lost that fucking concrete, but was able to come back and save it all. And what that means is that if you're too late working on it, that shit'll get past the point of working with, you know. So anyway, that's just a quick little story. I had to fire me another boss today, y'all. Ain't the first one. And I've dropped the story of all the different bosses I've fired, but since I'm on the subject, and I know I've got a couple new viewers since then, I might as well drop that because it is good stories. Good stories. I got tired of them firing me. Yeah, I just got tired of them firing me, and they start talking to you a certain way, you know, and as soon as that happens, now I fire them. If you start talking to me a certain kind of way, I will fire the fuck out of you. I had this one motherfucker, dude, a big old 6'3", you know, all muscles, dude, and everyone at the job was afraid of him, and you know he just kept talking down to me, and after a little bit, I let him know that you're fucking fired from being my boss, and if you want to clock out right now and go take care of it, we can do that. And he started backpedaling pretty quick. Of course, you know he was a supervisor. See, at first I thought he owned the business, but come to find out he was a supervisor because he was never fucking there, dude. You know, like that's why I thought he actually owned it because he was never he was like acted like he fucking owned it, you know. And then what was it? I was trying to get all the overtime that I possibly could, and yeah, that's what it was. I came in on a Saturday without asking him and getting approval, even though there was all kinds of shit that had to be done. You know, I came in and he was such a fucking control freak. So anyway, when he realized the next week, sometime no, it was Monday when he went to check out the time cards, about a little bit after lunch, he came up to me. He's like, "Dude, did you really fucking work Saturday without asking me?" I'm like, "Dude, I told you, I'm fucking a month behind on all my bills. I got shit to pay." And he was trying to get me to just submit and capitulate to him, and he found out pretty quick. It's just like, I don't talk to anyone if they work with or for me like that. You got to talk to people with respect, and I'll usually give people a couple chances. You know, maybe you're having a bad day, but it ain't gonna be like that all day though. You know, maybe you just had a bad moment, but as soon as I start getting the feeling like they think this is about to be an all day thing right here where they're talking down to me, it's like, no, sir, let me stop you right there. Let me to tell you, I've hired many bosses and I've fired many bosses. You're just a name. You're just a notch on the belt, motherfucker. On my path, on my own fucking journey. Because I'm not here to make you rich and suck your fucking company's dick, motherfucker. No. And that's the thing these days is people need to start being their own bosses, and that is a thing that I would absolutely recommend to the younger crowd. Is don't wait so long to open your own business. Don't wait so long, because I mean that's what I did, and I know I get it. You know that they bend the society in a certain way to discourage people from being great and questioning and doing new things. But that is the age that is upon us, the age of Aquarius, some might say. Anyway, I am the brightest night, I am the darkest light, and I am ascending. Step into Dane's world. That was just one of the stories of me firing bosses, dude. Fuck. Or no, that was two of them. I got more. But anyway, you get the point. Don't let a motherfucker talk down to you, man. You just want to respectfully but firmly stand your ground, and you'll find that as soon as people see you have a backbone, a lot of times they don't like that. They do not like that. And actually, my spirit brother Hope, I just told him about the situation where I had to fire my boss again, and he was giving me all kinds of shit. Hold on, you guys want to see? That motherfucker was giving me shit for quitting Not quitting. I fired my fucking boss. That's different than quitting. Because I'm not. You hire your boss just as much as they hire you. Okay, that is a two-way thing. Do not ever let them think that they are the ones with all the power in the situation. Same thing with women. They like to think they have all the power in a situation, and that is a man's job is to know when to say no and set boundaries. A man's job is to know. Okay, if you accept someone disrespecting you like that, okay, if you accept that, you are telling your subconscious that that is what you deserve. Okay? When you consciously accept that disrespect from someone, you are telling your subconscious that is what you think you deserve. Okay? And your subconscious will bring more of that disrespect into your life. Now, when you consciously tell someone, no, I do not accept that disrespect from you because I respect myself and I refuse to be talked that way, and I wouldn't be talking to someone that way. When you stand up for yourself, and your subconscious will stand up for you at that point. Okay, this paradigm shattering, y'all. I'm telling you, the things you consciously do programs your subconscious mind. Okay, and while I'm at it, a little tip that I've had, because a recent little nugget I've dropped is that reading is for dummies, writing is for creators, writing is for rulers, writing is for gods, reading is for peasants and slaves that just take the programs given to them and don't write their own programs. So we are all sentient singularities. We are a sentient singularity within the godhood, as I call it. The Anyway, that's pretty good right there. Thanks for rolling with the dark light, y'all. Appreciate it. I am working on another theology council hosted by the Dark Light Delirium, unhinged, uncensored, and unedited. And I would like to put a live poll out, but it would have to be a 3-level poll, because I want to know exactly in the show how people feel I am living up to the promise of unhinged, uncensored, and unapologetic. I want to have a ratio for each one, and people can vote on each one, like if they think I'm being 100% unhinged. Because I got a friend that comes from California, shout out Cody Price, and I asked him, could you please tell me if it felt like I lived up to the promise? And he said, a little bit lacking on the unhinged part, and I appreciate that, because out here in Arkansas, they would probably all say everything I have said on my podcast is quite unhinged, uncensored, and unapologetic. But now Cody's from Cali, okay, and Cali culture is very similar to Florida culture, which is where I'm from. So I really appreciated that from him. He's like, "Yeah, man, you felt pretty uncensored. You felt pretty fucking unapologetic, but a little lacking on the unhinged side." And I was thinking the same thing when I watched it back over. I'm like, I do felt like I was being a little reserved and a little respectful, and you need to keep the respect, but there's definitely ways to be unhinged with still maintaining a reasonable level of respect. So, just as much respect, people say, "Dane, you say such disrespectful things about followers of Abraham." Okay, fair enough. Yet those things are in response to scriptures that followers of Abraham have, calling for my explicit death. Me personally, which is anyone that does not capitulate to their broken theology. Okay, which I do not. I do not capitulate to. And it's funny because they will all fight among themselves. No, we are the rightest one. We are the most true. This book here is the true words from the one true creator. And they will all fight amongst themselves, but even within the same religion, they devour each other's and all their different denominations. Okay, so at some point we have to step back and say, "Hey guys, can we just disavow all these horrendous scriptures commanding us to do such horrendous things? Can we not just Take the good and leave the bad, as Bruce Lee said. And people also ask, Dane, what the fuck is dark light? What are you trying to say, bro? Need I say more? Alright. Nah, no, I need not. I need to shut my fucking face up. Alright. Thank you guys for rolling with the dark light. This has gone on way too long. Had not nearly enough fun. See, this is what the guy was talking about. Not unhinged enough. I get it, bro. And thank you for the call out. I will work on it for you, Cody. Alright, peace out, y'all.